They said it would be Ford, maybe Toyota, or some hypercar from Europe. Nobody guessed Subaru. No viral stunts, no cult of personality, just silence, and a stunning reveal that hit Elon Musk like a lightning bolt. On stage, while Tesla was live streaming promises, Subaru was building reality. And when the curtain finally dropped, it wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Subaru didn't come to compete, it came to expose. So why did Elon panic? How did a brand known for mountain trails and dog lovers just dominate the EV world? And what if the biggest threat to Tesla was never about tech, but about trust? The quiet brand that nobody saw coming, Subaru, never needed to scream for attention. For decades, it carved out a loyal following without flashy commercials, celebrity endorsements, or Silicon Valley spectacle. It was the car of hikers, teachers, dog lovers, and snowplow operators. You bought one because you wanted something that worked, in the rain, in the snow, and on the worst back road in the county. It was the car that never died. Not the one you bragged about, but that reputation, that modesty. It was the perfect camouflage. While Tesla dominated headlines with promises of autonomous futures and stainless steel trucks, Subaru was planning a different kind of revolution, one grounded in utility, science, and precision. It wasn't interested in being loud, it was interested in being right. And by the time the world noticed what Subaru had been building, it was already too late for Elon Musk. In an age where tech giants measure success in clickbait and shock value, Subaru played the long game. It kept its head down, partnered with Toyota on next-gen battery research, and invested quietly in rugged EV infrastructure suited for the real world. Rural towns, harsh winters, and backcountry trails. It tested, refined, and waited. And when it finally stepped into the ring, it didn't arrive with hype. It arrived with numbers, patents, and a machine that made Tesla's top models look like museum pieces. The irony? The same brand that Silicon Valley dismissed as outdated had just blindsided one of the most powerful billionaires in the world. And it did so without changing its core identity. Subaru didn't abandon its roots, it weaponized them. The game had changed, but that was only the beginning. In a twist no one saw coming, Subaru's latest move sent shockwaves through the industry. Their bold reveal left competitors scrambling and audiences stunned. What was meant to be a routine presentation quickly turned into a spectacle of epic proportions. Subaru's EV reveal that humiliated Tesla on stage. It was supposed to be just another industry expo. Elon Musk wasn't even scheduled to speak until the final panel. But as journalists shuffled into their seats expecting low-key product reveals and recycled climate buzzwords, Subaru detonated the room. On the screen appeared a vehicle nobody saw coming. It looked sharp, clean, unmistakably Subaru, but with design elements that made Tesla's Cybertruck look like a child's drawing in comparison. Then came the specs. 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds. An all-wheel drive system calibrated for icy climbs and off-grid terrain. A solid-state battery system that had been quietly perfected behind closed doors. Subaru had skipped the press leaks, skipped the teaser trailers, and walked straight into primetime with a prototype that shredded expectations. The moment the specs hit the screen, the crowd froze. A few seats over, Elon Musk leaned forward, visibly agitated. Cameras caught his frown. Then came the murmurs, the rising chatter, and the headlines being written in real time. Subaru humiliates Tesla with surprise launch. Cybertruck outclassed in under 5 minutes. Is Elon Musk losing his grip? Subaru's lead engineer, in a calm, professor-like tone, explained how they had re-engineered the wheelbase to accommodate battery weight without compromising agility. How the vehicle's onboard software had already completed 1 million miles of terrain simulation testing, and how the cold weather range was outperforming any EV on the market. It was a masterclass in quiet competence. And the Tesla faithful? They were silent. Then someone from the audience asked the question everyone was thinking. Was this a direct response to the Cybertruck? The Subaru rep didn't flinch. No, he said. We started building this before the Cybertruck was announced. That line made headlines for days. But it was Elon's response that would keep the media spiral going. Elon's live meltdown. What happened after Subaru's reveal? What should have been a routine closing panel turned into a spectacle. Elon Musk walked on stage late, looking distracted. The crowd, still buzzing from Subaru's reveal, offered polite applause, but nothing close to the adoration he was used to. Then came the tweets. 1 minute after stepping off stage, Elon posted, "Funny how some companies think reinventing the wheel means copying Tesla." But, it was deleted less than an hour later. Media outlets pounced. CNBC ran a segment titled, "Elon on Edge." Reddit threads exploded with side-by-side comparisons. YouTube analysts broke down his body language, noting the agitation, the stuttering, the defensive posture. This wasn't the confident Elon Musk of previous unveilings. This was a man who had just watched a quiet rival leapfrog his crown jewel. And what was Subaru doing during all this? Nothing. No snarky tweets, no press tour, no social media war. It didn't have to gloat. It had already won the room. Subaru's success didn't come out of nowhere. It had been a long time coming. For most of its life, Subaru thrived in the margins, campgrounds, college towns, and snowy states. It wasn't a disruptor, it was dependable. And in a world chasing the next big thing, that was easy to overlook, but behind the scenes Subaru was evolving. It began by deepening its partnership with Toyota, leveraging decades of combustion know-how into a next-generation hybrid and EV platform that prioritized torque, balance, efficiency, and durability. It opened new research and development facilities in regions where electric vehicles would face the harshest real-world tests. Sub-zero climates, high-altitude terrains, and, remote locations where charging reliability was non-negotiable. Subaru engineers weren't trying to make the fastest EV, they were trying to make the smartest one, for the people most ignored by EV marketing: working-class drivers, rural commuters, and outdoor professionals. They built battery systems designed to survive temperature extremes, regenerative braking tuned for mountain descents, interface software that didn't require a tech degree to operate. While Tesla focused on interstate superchargers and luxury storefronts, Subaru worked quietly with regional utilities to install community-based charging hubs, often in national park-adjacent towns, ski lodges, and forestry outposts. It wasn't a race for headlines, it was a blueprint for longevity. Tesla had spent over a decade building its myth. Subaru had spent the same time building something else entirely: trust. And the world, it was just starting to pay attention.